Feelings. Hey everyone, it's Dr. Rena Malik here. Today we're going to talk about something that a lot of people are curious about, how to naturally boost testosterone levels. Feelings, and one simple habit that can make a real difference: what you drink first thing in the morning. Now, before we get into that, feelings, let's clear one thing up. Testosterone isn't just about muscles or masculinity. It's a hormone that plays a huge role in energy, mood, confidence, focus, feelings, and overall vitality for both men and women. But over time, stress, poor sleep, and unhealthy lifestyle choices can cause those levels to drop. The good news: feelings, you can support your body naturally. One of the easiest ways is by starting your day with a powerful testosterone-boosting drink. So what should that drink be? Feelings, let's talk about a few simple and natural options. First, warm water with lemon and a teaspoon of honey. It's refreshing, hydrating, and packed with antioxidants. Feelings. Lemon supports liver function, which is essential because your liver helps regulate hormones. Honey, especially raw honey, contains boron, a mineral that's been linked to healthy testosterone levels and improved energy. Second, green tea. Feelings. It's not only great for metabolism, but also helps balance cortisol levels. When your stress hormone cortisol stays high, it can actually suppress testosterone production. So drinking green tea in the morning can help your body stay calm and balanced. Third, a smoothie rich in zinc and healthy fats. Try blending banana, spinach, pumpkin seeds, feelings, and almond milk. Zinc is one of the most important minerals for testosterone production, and healthy fats give your body the fuel it needs to produce hormones efficiently. Fuel feelings. And here's something I always remind my patients: it's not about one magic drink. It's about the daily habit. What you drink, how much you sleep, how you move, feelings, and how you manage stress, all of that adds up. So if you're looking to naturally boost your testosterone, start your morning with hydration. Feelings, add nutrient-rich ingredients like honey, lemon, or green tea. And make sure you're sleeping enough, staying active, and eating clean. Feelings. Your body is smart when you give it what it needs. It rewards you with more energy, focus, and vitality. So tomorrow morning, feelings, skip the sugary drinks and try one of these natural options instead. Your body and your hormones will thank you. And as always, remember, feelings, it's not about perfection. It's about small, consistent steps that lead to better health. Take care of yourself. You deserve to feel your best, feelings, every single day. When it comes to feeling energetic, motivated, and strong, one of the most overlooked things people forget is how they start their morning. Feelings. The first few minutes after you wake up can completely set the tone for your entire day. Your body has been fasting all night. Feelings. And your hormones are at their most delicate balance. What you put into your body right after waking up can either support your natural hormone production or work against it. Feelings. Testosterone is one of the most important hormones in your body, not just for men, but for women too. It plays a key role in muscle health, bone strength, mood regulation, and even sexual wellness. But as life gets busier, stress levels rise and sleep quality drops, testosterone levels naturally begin to decline. Feelings. While this can be a normal part of aging, poor daily habits like drinking too much caffeine, eating processed foods, feelings, or skipping breakfast can make that decline happen much faster. That's why starting your morning with a natural feelings hormone supporting drink is one of the simplest yet most powerful changes you can make. Feelings. The first thing you drink in the morning doesn't just wake you up. It communicates directly with your body about how to function for the rest of the day. Feelings. It affects your hydration, your metabolism, your stress hormones, and even how efficiently your body produces testosterone. Let's begin with something very simple. Feelings. Warm water with lemon and honey. This combination may seem basic, but it's a powerhouse when it comes to hormonal balance. Feelings. Warm water helps your digestive system wake up gently, allowing your body to begin absorbing nutrients more efficiently. Adding lemon provides vitamin C and antioxidants. Feelings, which support your liver's detoxification process. That's important because your liver is actually one of the key organs responsible for regulating hormones, including testosterone. When your liver is sluggish or overworked, perhaps from processed foods, alcohol, or lack of sleep, it struggles to metabolize and balance hormones properly. So giving it that morning boost with lemon water helps it function at its best. Now let's talk about honey, but not just any honey, raw, unprocessed honey. This natural sweetener contains boron, feelings, a trace mineral that has been shown in several studies to support testosterone production. Boron plays a role in reducing inflammation, improving bone health, and helping the body metabolize other key minerals like magnesium and calcium, all of which influence hormone regulation. When you take a teaspoon of raw honey in the morning, you're giving your body a gentle and natural way to stimulate hormone balance without the crash or artificial spikes caused by refined sugars. So, when you drink warm water with lemon and honey first thing in the morning, you're not just hydrating yourself, you're nourishing your hormonal system. You're telling your body, let's start today in balance, and that message affects how your body produces testosterone throughout the day. Another wonderful option to start your morning is green tea. Now, green tea has earned its reputation as one of the healthiest beverages on the planet, and for good reason. It contains powerful antioxidants called catechins, which help reduce oxidative stress and improve blood flow. But one of the most valuable effects of green tea, especially when it comes to testosterone, is its ability to help balance cortisol levels. Cortisol is known as your stress hormone. It's the hormone that spikes when you're anxious, angry, or under pressure. The problem is that cortisol and testosterone have an inverse relationship. When cortisol levels rise too high for too long, testosterone levels drop. It's your body's way of prioritizing survival over growth and reproduction. So, if you wake up stressed or you start your day rushing, scrolling through your phone, or drinking 3 cups of coffee, you might unknowingly trigger a cortisol spike that suppresses your testosterone production for the rest of the day. This is where green tea can help. The L-theanine found in green tea promotes calmness and focus without making you drowsy. It allows your brain to feel alert but relaxed. By starting your morning with green tea instead of coffee, you're giving your body the energy it needs without that cortisol surge. Over time, this habit can make a big difference in how balanced and consistent your hormone levels stay. Now, another excellent morning choice is a smoothie rich in zinc and healthy fats. Zinc is one of the most important minerals for testosterone production. In fact, men who are deficient in zinc often experience fatigue, low libido, or mood swings. Zinc supports the enzyme activity needed to convert cholesterol into testosterone. It's a crucial piece of the hormonal puzzle that often goes unnoticed. You can easily add zinc to your morning through foods like pumpkin seeds, almonds, or spinach. Combining these in a smoothie not only makes it easy to consume, but also gives your body a nutrient-rich start. For example, try blending a banana, a handful of spinach, tablespoon of pumpkin seeds, and some almond milk. The banana provides natural carbohydrates and potassium for energy. Spinach adds iron and magnesium. Pumpkin seeds bring in zinc, and almond milk gives you healthy fats, all of which work together to support hormone balance and testosterone production. Healthy fats are essential because testosterone is made from cholesterol. Yes, your body actually uses cholesterol to make hormones. But the key is getting it from healthy sources like nuts, seeds, avocados, or olive oil rather than from fried or processed foods. That's why a smoothie with natural ingredients can be far more beneficial for your hormones than a sugary breakfast or a fast food meal. It's also worth remembering that hydration plays a huge role in hormone production. When you're even slightly dehydrated, your body produces more cortisol. And as we mentioned earlier, high cortisol can suppress testosterone. So simply drinking enough water in the morning and throughout the day can make a measurable difference in how your hormones function. Many people underestimate how much that first morning drink can influence their energy, focus, and motivation. Think about it. Your body has been without water for 6 to 8 hours while you slept. Your blood becomes slightly thicker, your circulation slows down. And your metabolism is still waking up. The very first thing you drink can either help your body recover and balance itself or push it into more stress. Choosing a natural, nourishing morning drink is like giving your system a soft, healing push in the right direction. It's not about chasing a quick fix or expecting miracles overnight. Hormones don't work that way. It's about creating a routine that signals to your body that you care about its balance. When you consistently start your mornings with the right ingredients, like warm lemon water, honey, or green tea, you're reinforcing that message daily. Over weeks and months, that consistency adds up. People often ask, how long will it take to see results? The answer depends on your lifestyle as a whole. Feelings. If you're sleeping well, staying active, and eating nutrient-dense foods, you may start feeling more energetic and focused within just a few weeks. But even if progress feels slow, your body is still adjusting internally, your hormones are recalibrating, inflammation is decreasing, and your energy systems are improving. Feelings. This is why it's important not to think of these morning drinks as just trends or quick hacks. They're tools, gentle feelings, natural tools to help your body perform the way it's designed to. They support your system instead of forcing it. If you look at traditional cultures, morning tonics like lemon water, herbal teas, and natural honey-based drinks have been used for centuries to boost vitality and longevity. Feelings. Science is now confirming what our ancestors already knew, that simple whole ingredients can profoundly impact our health when used consistently and intentionally. Feelings. Your morning drink isn't just a beverage, it's a ritual. It's the first act of self-care you perform every day. Feelings. And that ritual has the power to set the tone for everything else, how you feel, how you focus, and how you show up in the world. So tomorrow morning, feelings, if we're reaching for your phone or your cup of coffee, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Prepare a glass of warm water with lemon and honey or a soothing cup of green tea. Feelings, drink it slowly. Let it remind you that you're nourishing yourself from the inside out, that you're supporting your body in doing what it does best. Balancing, healing, feelings, and thriving. Over time, you'll start to notice the difference. You'll wake up with more energy. You'll feel more confident and mentally clear. Feelings. Your workouts will feel stronger, your mood will stabilize, and you'll have that quiet but steady sense of power within you. That's the sign of hormones working in harmony. Feelings. That's what it feels like when your testosterone levels are naturally supported. So don't underestimate the power of something as simple as your morning drink. Feelings. It's one of the smallest but most meaningful changes you can make for your health, and it truly starts with one mindful choice every morning. Your body is listening. Feelings. Every sip you take is a message to your system. Start your day with something that says, I care about my health, because when you do, your body responds with strength, energy, and balance. Testosterone, a lot of people hear that word and instantly associate it with masculinity, muscles, and gym workouts. Feelings. But that's actually a very small part of what this hormone really does. Testosterone isn't just a male hormone. It's a vital hormone for both men and women. Feelings deeply involved in your overall health, your energy levels, your mood, your motivation, and even your mental clarity. When your testosterone levels are balanced, feelings, you feel strong, focused, and confident. You wake up with energy. You feel calm, steady, and capable of handling life's challenges. Feelings, but when those levels start to dip, which can happen naturally with age, stress, poor diet, or lack of sleep, you start to feel the difference. Feelings, maybe your mornings feel slower, maybe your motivation isn't what it used to be, or perhaps you feel tired even after a full night's sleep. Feelings, these are all subtle ways your body is trying to tell you that your hormones need attention. Feelings, that's why understanding testosterone as more than just a men's health topic is so important. Feelings, it's actually a human health topic because testosterone plays a role in almost every major function in the body. Feelings. Let's take a step back and look at what testosterone actually does. In men, it's produced mainly in the testes, and in women, feelings, it's made in smaller amounts in the ovaries and adrenal glands. But in both, it affects how your muscles grow, how your bones maintain density, how well your brain focuses, feelings, and how your body handles stress. It even influences your immune system and metabolism. In short, testosterone is one of those hormones that quietly works behind the scenes, feelings, keeping everything balanced and running smoothly. Think about how you feel on your best days, when you're full of energy, confident, productive, and emotionally balanced. Feelings, that's what optimal testosterone feels like. It's not about aggression or dominance. Feelings, it's about inner stability and vitality, a sense that your mind and body are working together in harmony. Feelings. Now let's talk about what happens when testosterone levels begin to decline. Feelings, this can happen naturally with age, starting as early as your 30s, but it can also be caused by lifestyle factors. Stress, lack of sleep, poor nutrition, excessive alcohol, or being sedentary all play a role. When testosterone levels fall below their ideal range, feelings, it doesn't just affect your physical body, it changes how you feel. Your energy levels may dip, making it harder to stay active or focused. You may feel more irritable or anxious, your motivation might fade, and even simple tasks start to feel overwhelming. In both men and women, low testosterone can also affect mood, self-confidence, and cognitive performance. The good news is that your body is incredibly intelligent, and it's capable of healing and restoring balance naturally when given the right support. And the foundation of that balance starts with your daily choices. So the question becomes, how can you support healthy testosterone levels without medication, without overcomplicating it, and in a way that fits naturally into your life? The first step is understanding that testosterone is influenced by your entire lifestyle. It's not just one food, one supplement, or one workout. It's a reflection of how you treat your body and mind every day. Your sleep, your stress levels, your diet, your physical activity, and even your mindset. All these factors communicate with your hormonal system. Let's start with stress, because it's one of the biggest hidden enemies of testosterone. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, the stress hormone. Cortisol is necessary for short bursts of energy or emergency situations, but when it stays elevated for too long, it begins to interfere with other hormones, especially testosterone. Think of it like a seesaw. When cortisol rises, testosterone drops. This is why managing stress is one of the most effective ways to protect your testosterone levels. Whether it's through breathing exercises, meditation, journaling, walking in nature, or simply setting boundaries, every small effort to calm your nervous system helps your body produce hormones more efficiently. Your hormonal system thrives in balance, not in chaos. The next factor is sleep, something most people underestimate. Your body produces the majority of its testosterone while you sleep, especially during deep REM sleep. That's the time when your body repairs cells, restores energy, and regulates hormones. Missing out on just a few hours of quality sleep can significantly reduce testosterone production. So, if you're staying up late scrolling your phone or sacrificing rest to get more work done, you're not just losing sleep, you're disrupting one of your body's most important hormonal processes. Aiming for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep every night isn't just about feeling rested. It's about giving your body the time and space it needs to maintain healthy testosterone levels naturally. Now let's talk about nutrition, because what you eat directly fuels hormone production. Testosterone synthesis depends on certain nutrients: zinc, magnesium, vitamin D, and healthy fats. These aren't exotic or rare ingredients. They're found in everyday foods like eggs, nuts, seeds, fish, and leafy greens. A diet rich in whole, unprocessed foods is one of the most natural ways to support your hormone balance. For example, zinc, found in pumpkin seeds, almonds, and chickpeas, helps your body produce testosterone and prevents its conversion into estrogen. Healthy fats, like those in avocados, olive oil, and fatty fish, provide the raw materials your body needs to create hormones. And vitamin D, which you get from sunlight or fortified foods, acts like a hormone itself. Improving mood, energy, and testosterone production. When you combine these nutrients in your meals, you're not just eating you're nourishing your endocrine system, the system responsible for producing and regulating hormones. Movement is another key factor. Your body was designed to move. When you exercise, especially with resistance or strength training, your body naturally increases testosterone production. That doesn't mean you have to lift heavy weights every day. Even body weight exercises, yoga, or regular walking can make a difference. The goal is to move in a way that feels good and sustainable, something that keeps your heart strong, your muscles active, and your blood circulating. Exercise also improves insulin sensitivity, reduces stress, and boosts mood, all of which are connected to healthier hormone levels. It's a cycle of positive reinforcement. The more you move, the better your hormones work, and the better your hormones work, the more energy and motivation you have to keep moving. Now, one of the most empowering things to understand is that testosterone affects how you feel about yourself. When your levels are in balance, you naturally feel more confident and capable. It's not arrogance. It's the quiet sense of assurance that comes from your body and mind being in sync. You feel grounded, strong and focused. You make decisions more clearly, you handle stress better, and your motivation returns. This is why low testosterone can often feel like losing a part of yourself, because it changes how you experience life. But the beautiful thing is that by caring for your body holistically, you can get that energy, drive, and spark back. naturally. Feeling, it's also important to remember that hormonal health isn't just physical, it's emotional and mental too. Your thoughts, your relationships, feelings, and your daily environment all influence your stress levels and therefore your hormones. Surrounding yourself with positivity, staying socially connected, feelings, and doing things that genuinely bring you joy all help your body stay in balance. There's one more thing I always tell my patients: stop chasing perfection. Feelings, your hormones don't need you to be perfect, they need you to be consistent. You don't have to have the perfect diet or the perfect workout plan. You just have to make small, intentional choices every day that tell your body, I'm taking care of you. That's how balance is created. Feelings. Maybe that means drinking a glass of lemon water instead of soda, or taking a walk instead of scrolling your phone, or going to bed 30 minutes earlier. Feelings, those choices may seem small, but to your hormones, they're powerful signals. So the next time you hear someone talk about testosterone, remember this: feelings. It's not just about being stronger, it's about feeling alive, balanced, and emotionally centered. It's about the kind of health that radiates from the inside out. When you support your body naturally through healthy mornings, mindful eating, restful sleep, and self-care, your testosterone levels respond, your energy improves. Feelings, your focus sharpens, you feel more like yourself again. And that's the real goal, not just to boost a hormone, but to bring your body back into harmony. Feelings, because when your hormones are balanced, everything else begins to fall into place. You feel lighter, calmer, and more confident. You stop surviving and start thriving. So feelings, don't underestimate the power of your daily habits. Every meal, every breath, every hour of rest, they all matter. Your hormones are listening to the choices you make. Feelings, and when you start to choose balance consistently, your body rewards you with energy, strength, feelings, and peace that no supplement or shortcut can ever replace. In today's world, people are constantly searching for quick fixes. Whether it's a supplement that promises instant results or a trendy diet that claims to change everything in a week, we've been taught to look for shortcuts. Feelings. But when it comes to hormones, especially something as vital as testosterone, the truth is simple. There are no shortcuts. Your body doesn't respond to sudden changes. It responds to consistency. Testosterone, like all hormones, works on rhythm and routine. Feelings, it's not about what you do once in a while. It's about what you do every single day. The way you start your morning, the way you eat, how much you move, how you rest. Feelings, and even how you think. These daily actions quietly shape your hormonal health. And that's the beauty of it. You don't need something extreme to see real changes. Feelings, what you need is patience and consistency. Let's be honest, consistency isn't easy. Life gets busy, stress happens, and motivation comes and goes. Feelings. But if you understand why consistency matters so much for your hormones, it becomes easier to stay on track. Think of your hormones like a symphony orchestra. Feelings. Each hormone, testosterone, cortisol, insulin, estrogen, plays a different instrument. When they're in harmony, the music is beautiful. You feel balanced, strong, feelings, and calm. But if one instrument goes out of tune, maybe you're not sleeping well or you're skipping meals, feelings, or you're under constant stress, the entire symphony sounds off. It doesn't mean it's ruined forever. It just means it needs gentle, steady tuning. Feelings. And that tuning comes from your daily habits. That's why small actions repeated over time have far more power than big, inconsistent efforts. Feelings. Drinking one healthy smoothie won't boost your testosterone overnight, but drinking one every morning for a few months while sleeping well, eating clean, feelings, and managing stress will. Your body thrives on repetition because that's how it learns what to prioritize. When you make healthy choices consistently, feelings, your body begins to trust you. It starts to shift from survival mode into balance mode. It doesn't have to constantly fight inflammation, poor sleep, or stress hormones. Instead, it can use its energy to produce hormones efficiently, including testosterone. Feelings. One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to improve their hormone health is expecting fast results. They'll eat well for a week, exercise a few days, feelings, or meditate for a weekend. And when they don't feel an immediate change, they give up. But your hormones don't work on a 7-day clock. They work in cycles. It takes time for your cells, glands, and organs to adapt to a new rhythm. It takes time for your body to rebuild trust. Feelings. This is why I always remind people, think of hormonal health like growing a plant. Water it once and expect it to bloom. You have to give it sunlight, water, feelings, and care every single day, even when you don't see visible results yet. Because while you can't see the growth happening on the surface, deep inside, roots are forming. Feelings. The same is true for your hormones. Every healthy morning, every night of good sleep, feelings, every time you choose calm over stress, you're growing the foundation for better hormonal balance. Let's take morning routines as an example. Feelings. The first 30 minutes after waking up are incredibly powerful. If you start your day with hydration, mindfulness, and nourishment, your body gets the message that it's safe, feeling supported and balanced. But if you start your morning with stress, checking your phone, skipping breakfast, or rushing, you trigger cortisol, your stress hormone, feelings, which directly suppresses testosterone. So if you want your hormones to stay balanced, begin each day with intention. Drink water before caffeine. Eat nutrient-rich foods. Feelings. Move your body even if it's just stretching or walking. Do this consistently and your hormones will adjust to that new rhythm. The same goes for sleep. Feelings. It might sound simple, but your sleep schedule can completely transform your hormone health. Your body repairs itself during deep sleep. Feelings. That's when testosterone is produced and released. If you're staying up late, scrolling, or sleeping irregularly, your hormone production becomes inconsistent too. Feeling. By creating a regular bedtime routine, dimming lights, avoiding screens, and sleeping at the same time every night, you train your body to release hormones predictably. Consistency also applies to the way you eat. Crash diets and fasting trends may work temporarily, but they confuse your hormones in the long run. Feelings. Your body needs steady nourishment, whole foods, good fats, lean proteins, and plenty of water. When you eat balanced meals at consistent times, your body feels safe. Feelings. And when your body feels safe, it produces hormones efficiently. Movement is another cornerstone of consistency. Feelings. You don't need intense workouts to improve testosterone levels. You just need to move regularly. Your body doesn't care how heavy the weight is. Feelings, it cares that you're using your muscles and increasing circulation. Regular movement signals your body to stay active and strong. It keeps your metabolism healthy. Feelings, your stress hormones low and your testosterone balanced. The emotional side of consistency is equally important. Feelings hormones don't just respond to food and exercise, they respond to your emotional state. If you live in constant worry, pressure, or negativity, feelings, your body remains in a fight or flight state. In that mode, testosterone production slows down. This is why practicing mindfulness, gratitude, and self-compassion matters. Feelings, when your mind relaxes, your body follows. It feels safe enough to restore and rebalance. Now, let's talk about something most people overlook. Consistency is not perfection. Feelings. You don't have to follow every rule flawlessly. Missing a day of exercise or indulging in a treat won't ruin your progress. What matters is what you do most of the time. Feelings. Consistency isn't about being strict, it's about being steady. It's about showing up for yourself, even on the days when you don't feel like it. When you live with this mindset, you stop punishing yourself for small setbacks. Instead, you focus on building habits that last. Feelings. You drink that morning lemon water not because you have to, but because it makes you feel good. You go for that evening walk not to burn calories, but to clear your mind. Feelings. You go to bed early not out of guilt, but because you value how rested you'll feel tomorrow. That's how real, lasting transformation happens. Feelings. Your hormones are always listening to your lifestyle. If you're kind to your body consistently, it will respond with balance, strength, and clarity. Feelings, but if you constantly stress, deprive, and overwork yourself, your body will adapt to survive, not thrive. The choice is always in your hands. Every morning, every meal, feelings, every night. And here's something powerful to remember. You don't need to feel motivated to be consistent. Motivation is temporary. Discipline, routine, feelings, and self-care are what sustain you when motivation fades. That's why habits are so powerful. They work even when you don't feel like it. So, if you truly want to boost testosterone naturally, think long-term. Focus on building a lifestyle that supports your hormones every single day. Drink that nourishing morning beverage, get quality sleep, move your body regularly, eat clean foods, manage stress through mindfulness, and most importantly, stay patient. Feelings, because what you do today won't just affect how you feel tomorrow. It'll shape how you feel for the rest of your life. Hormonal balance is not a short-term goal. Feeling, it's a lifelong relationship with your body, one that requires care, consistency, and respect. And when you start giving your body what it needs consistently, feeling something amazing happens. You begin to feel alive again. Your energy comes back. Your focus sharpens. Your confidence grows. You stop just existing and start truly living. Feeling, that's the quiet power of consistency. It doesn't demand attention or recognition, but it transforms everything from the inside out. Every small feelings, repeated act of self-care is a message to your body that says, I am here for you. When your body hears that message enough times, it starts to believe it. Feelings, it begins to heal, it begins to balance. And that's when your hormones, including testosterone, begin to work exactly the way nature intended them to. So remember this. Feelings, don't look for the magic drink, the magic diet, or the magic shortcut. The magic is in you, in the choices you make every single day. Feelings, because health isn't something you find overnight. It's something you build slowly, patiently, and lovingly. Feelings, and when you do it with consistency, the rewards are not just hormonal. They're emotional, mental, and spiritual. You begin to feel lighter, stronger, and more peaceful. Feelings. You start feeling like yourself again. That's what real healing feels like. That's what balance truly means. And it all begins with one consistent choice every morning.